Hey, what's up, internet? It's a Saturday morning, and I'm all ready and set to head to Shimla today. I actually should have been in Shimla a few days ago, thanks to the rains and floods in Nainital that I lost a couple of days. Nonetheless, I think it's never too late, and right time for us to head into the mountains. And I think roughly the next 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks is going to be in pretty much Himachal, and on the way back to Delhi after that. So today again is very similar to 230 kilometers, but the distance, even though the distance is the same, the time is going to be a little longer because there's more of riding in the mountains. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully today we will get to see something more on the way, and I shall talk to you guys. Cheers.
Alright guys, I'm heading out of Dehradun right now and heading straight towards Shimla. The day is already bright and sunny, which is good. I'm sure it's going to get a little more nippy and colder when we get closer to Shimla, and I'm expecting to reach there before 4 o'clock with all the breaks and stops on the way, which seems like a good time to reach. Fifteen minutes into my ride, and puncture number 2 of the trip. That's about in 12 days. And interestingly, this is a brand new tire. Let's see. And here's the culprit. Thankfully this happened in the city itself, just before I could head out of the city. So I found a shop. I mean, there were a lot of shops, but none of them were open. Only this one was open. I had to ride with the puncture for a few hundred meters. Hopefully another 15-20 minutes this should be done, and should try and catch up on last time. Okay, the puncture is fixed. Roughly took me about 15-20 minutes, so that's all right. I think finding a shop took me a little longer than the actual fixing the puncture. Need to cover some ground right now and time. Alright guys, entering Himachal Pradesh. So I'm at this town called Nahan in Himachal Pradesh, which is about roughly about 140 kilometers away from Shimla. And one thing I noticed is it seems like this is a Sardar Punjabi village within Himachal Pradesh. I see a lot of Sardar community here. Hey guys, not like a tea break or a rest break. This is more like a photo break. I think the view here was nice, so I just thought I'll stop and take a picture. I haven't done that a lot, so it's quite nice. It's warm, but it's a little nippy as well. So I think as we get higher and higher, it's going to get colder. So I think I would reach probably by 4 p.m., which is not that bad. I was expecting to reach there by then. 4 or 5, still all right with all the stops. I think 90 kilometers to go, and we should be in Shimla. Well, I'll just show you guys the view. Cool. I will sit here for 5 minutes and then get going. We'll talk to you guys soon. The roads have been constantly very nice. Almost feels like effortless riding, and usually, for the folks who do a lot of these rides in the mountains, it's kind of very stressful to continuously ride, because you're constantly focusing on the road and the traffic and trying to overtake because of slow moving traffic. All of that is almost non-existent here because there's hardly any traffic, and then the roads are nice and there's no potholes that slows down your momentum. So far I've been liking the ride from Dehradun to Shimla. This place is called Solan. It's about 50 kilometers before Shimla. Even this seems to be a well-developed town. Like the roads are nice, you know, there's a divider and a lot of shops. Honestly, I didn't know much about this place. I would have just thought that this is just another small town, you know, on the route, on the way. So that's 3,000 kilometers on the Odo, just on this trip, and 3,000 kilometers in roughly 2 weeks, obviously with a lot of stopovers. Touch with the bike's been good so far, apart from minor flat tires. By the look of it, I think they're trying to make the entire Solan Shimla road into a 4-lane, I think, like how we saw a little earlier, because there's a lot of work going on in patches as we go. So I'm guessing they're trying to widen the road up. See, as it is, this road is wide, but then I think they're still trying to make it more wide. The past 25 kilometers have been quite harsh, and I'm guessing that's how the next 20 is also going to be. Again, it's because of all the stuff that's happening, right? So please don't think that I'm complaining. What I'm also trying to say is, you know, for the ones that are looking to do a road trip, you know, I just want to let them know as to what they can expect when they're getting into Shimla, right? When they're traveling by road. So I mean, what they're doing is a good thing for sure, but then I think until it gets done, it's going to be a little tough. It's pretty dusty, and I mean, certain parts of the roads are nice, I think, which are done, but for most parts it's still work in progress, so it's kind of annoying. And it's okay if this happens, you know, when you're starting off your trip, but when you've actually been riding for like 6 hours, and then you're just like waiting to reach the place, and when the final few kilometers are like this, it kind of, you know, drains you down. I mean, that's what happens to me. I'm not sure if it's the same feeling for other riders as well, but yes, I tend to get drained a little more if the roads are like this towards the end of the journey. Yeah, anyway, it's just another 25 kilometers to go. I mean, 25 kilometers in the mountains will take roughly about an hour anyway. According to my planning this morning, I was thinking of leaving at 8 in the morning, and the travel time was roughly around 6 hours. And I usually, you know, if the journey is like more than 6 hours, I kind of add a 2 hour buffer, for breaks and lunch and whatnot. So keeping that in mind, I was expecting to reach by 4 p.m. and because of all the flat tire drama that I had in the morning, I thought 5 o'clock will be the new expected time of arrival at Shimla, which seems like quite possible. It says that I reach by 4:45, so that's quite good. I probably just took 2 breaks, one for coffee or tea right after the first 100 kilometers, and then I took another lunch break for 15-20 minutes about like a little while ago. Probably take another 10-minute coffee break because it's getting a little cold, so I just feel like having coffee or tea, something hot.
Hey guys, I've reached the hotel in Shimla, and before I kind of sign off for today, I just want to show you what the room looks like. I think you guys should surely see this. Just watch, yeah. Excuse the luggage, I know it's spoiling the view.